So, welcome to JG's Fight Talk, and I've got Angelica Finch. How you doing, Angelica?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good, good. Just finished the session, or just about to start?
Just about to start when we're done with this. So we always do training about 6 to about 8:30, 9 o'clock time. So yeah, we'll do our training after.
So, what's the plan for tonight's session then?
To be fair, we don't actually plan it. We just sort of go with it because it's sort of like in the ring, you've got to expect the unexpected. So in the gym, it's the sort of the same mindset of just coming here and adapting and doing whatever's asked. So I don't actually know. I don't have a clue. So
Yeah. Your dad's your trainer, isn't he, Jim?
Yes, he is.
How'd you get on with that?
Really well. I know there's like some people that probably think because of the dad-daughter thing, there's a lot of personal clashes and stuff, but we don't argue. We get along really well. We just a really good team together. I understand what he's telling me and I'm able to pull it off. So I couldn't ask for a better trainer, and I wouldn't want anyone else, because not only does he understand how to train me, he knows me mentally, because obviously he lives with me, so he's able to get the best out of me in all areas. So it's really good.
Yeah, you either get that solid chemistry, don't you, or you get no, I can't work with my dad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That sort of attitude. So it's, as you say, it works for some people. You look at Joe Kawasaki and his dad, the chemistry they had throughout their entire career was unbelievable. So
yeah, I agree.
And yet you'll get, for example, Chris Eubank Jr. and Chris Eubank.
You just can't do it. No. No. So, yeah, I do count myself very lucky that I do get along really well with my dad in general, not just boxing, but we're like best friends outside the ring as well. So it makes boxing so much more fun.
Yeah, no, that's really lovely to hear. Really lovely to hear. It's good that you have that chemistry and that because that's going to come into play throughout your pro career, knowing that your dad's got your back 100%. That's something.
Yeah, 100%. I know, like I can trust in him fully with my career and whatever decisions. I know he's generally got my best interests at heart. Whereas obviously some people, they're in it for like the money, or there's like an ulterior motive. But with Dad, it's just I know he's doing it to look out for me, and he generally wants the best for me. So I couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah, no, that's really lovely. Really lovely. So we'll pause your career for a second and we'll go right back to the start.
Yeah.
Where did it all begin? When did sort of punching someone in the face become the thing that you really wanted to do?
So I started when I was 11. Dad got me and my sisters trying it because Dad did he did a bit of boxing back in the day. And at first, I didn't really like it. I wasn't a fan of getting punched in the face. I was like, oh, this ain't for me. But the more I did it, the more I started to enjoy it. And then the more, it wasn't just, I started seeing it less as just getting punched in the face. It was more like in a way, like an art, like the training side to it, the learning, how it makes me feel mentally, how good I feel after a session. And I just really fell in love with the sport. And it just makes me better myself, and I feel like it's made me a better person, because obviously there's the discipline and there's the sport brings me so much happiness. So had my first fight when I was 14. I've had 38 amateur bouts. Won how many have I won? 25 wins. It's not been easy, but the past couple years since Dad opened his gym, and it's just been sort of just Dad as my trainer, that's when I've really sort of come into my own and really fell back in love with the sport, and was started winning a lot more. Like since I've been with Dad, I've had 13 fights and won 11 of them. So that just shows again how good the bond is between the pair of us. Since I was 11. And it's just been sort of a roller coaster since then. But yeah, it's really been the past couple of years that have been the highlights of my career.
So how old are you now?
I'm 21.
21?
Yeah.
Blimey. I bet people go, you don't look 21.
No, I go into the shop and I like, because obviously like Christmas has just been and you'll buy like an alcoholic beverage and people just look at me like, should you be touching that? And they're like, ID. I'm like, yes. And then they look at me a bit weird because I've got tattoos as well. I'm like, look, I am 21. And they're like, okay. But yeah, no, people don't believe I'm 21, but I am.
Honestly, embrace it, because when you get older, and you know, I'm 35 this year, your dad's probably thinking, oh, 35 is no age at all. But when you get to that age, you really want to be ID'd. So just enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Going into the shop and going, oh, you know, oh, just ID me. Just ID me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's incredible what you've done up to this point already. But you know, you've now, if we undo the pause button, just about to go pro on the 3rd of April. Let me get it right.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell you earlier it was a different day.
Yeah, you're trying to tell me I wasn't fighting.
So 3rd of April, it's all happening live on Fight TV as well. Let's put it out there.
Yes.
All girl event.
Yeah. Amazing.
Absolutely buzzing.
I'm so excited. First of all, I haven't been fighting since last March, so it's going to be over a year. So I'm just so excited to first of all, get back in there. Second of all, as a professional, this has been my dream job since I was 15. So the fact I'm able to do my dream job, and this is it's just amazing. And all female show, really promoting female boxing as well. Some good girls on the card as well. I'm just really excited. I can't wait to get going. I just want to put on a really good show. Can't wait to get started, get my name out there.
Do you know who your opponent is that night?
Yeah, I've been told who she is. We've watched some footage of her, so that's what, obviously, because Dad's my trainer. He does the watching, and then he coaches me and tells me what to do, sort of thing. So yeah.
So Dad,
I feel ready.
Does the homework. He does.
Yeah, Dad does the homework. I just do as I'm told.
Yeah, well, to be fair, you know, I think there's a lot of fighters that do that. You know, they leave the analysis to, you know, dad or trainer or coach that they've got, and then they say, right, now we'll just focus on what you've got to do, rather than you sort of turning your eyes too much to the opponent. It's a case of do what's
in the amateurs, I'll admit I've made a couple of mistakes when I've had like championships coming up and I've known who I was fighting. I've done too much looking into them, and that has resulted in me having some bad losses in championships because I've let it get in my head. And at the end of the day, when I fought them and I've lost and I've come out of there, I thought I should have beaten them. I was good enough to beat them, but again, because I've looked too much into stuff. But I let Dad sort of take the wing on that one, because he knows what to work on, and he'll know like weaknesses and strengths, and he'll know what she's good at, and he'll know, you know, things I need to work on. So I don't stress myself with that. I trust in him as a coach. I know that whatever he's going to teach me, he wants me to win. So he's not going to be telling me stuff that's going to get me in trouble or hurt. So yeah, I leave it up to him. Obviously, I have a little bit of a watch because I need to sort of visualize, but I don't go into looking at what she's done, who she's fought, or anything like that. I just do the training.
I'll tell you, it's good though that you figured that out so early on, especially in your amateurs. You figured that out already, that, you know, I made those decisions and I looked too deeply into things and I made a mistake, but you've done that already. So that's quite impressive to be able to do that at that point in your career, and then to turn pro and say, look, we've got this plan, we know how it works between me and Dad, and this is how we're going to move forward. So that's really good. So I'm really looking forward to it, because I'm going to be watching it, because obviously, you know, I've interviewed Nicola Hopewell as well, so you know, she's really up for it. I know she is. So
she's a really good sparring partner as well. Nicola's good. We have some good rounds. Yeah, Nicola's a really good girl, so she's definitely worth watching as well. All the girls are worth watching, but yeah, just gonna plug Nicola as well.
Yeah, put it out there. But do you know what time it starts on that night? Is it Sunday?
No, we haven't really had a lot. All we know that it's meant to be in Aberdeen and it's on Fight TV, but I think as it gets closer, then we'll find out a bit more. But at the minute, Yeah. But at the minute, I know as much as you do. So, I mean, I don't know.
Oh, and I didn't really know a lot because I thought
it might be April 4th.
Yeah, that's it. I actually had it right the whole time.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, that's great. And before you head off, I just want to ask you about other female fighters in the game at the moment. So, you've got your Natasha Jonas, your Katie Taylors, Savannah Marshalls. There's some big names out there at the moment. Who's sort of the person that you sort of look at and think, God, they are sort of the person of the sport that's kind of leading the way for women's boxing?
In my eyes, I really like Claressa Shields. I've sort of, since she turned pro, I really like her style. A lot of people, she's this sort of love-hate with her because she's quite out there, but I really like her. I think what she's doing is amazing, especially becoming undisputed in 2 weights already. And I just think that's I don't think she gets enough recognition that she deserves, but I think she's doing so much for women's boxing. She's definitely someone I look up to and I really like. Katie Taylor as well. How could you not like Katie Taylor? She's just amazing, really. But yeah, my top 2 would be Katie Taylor and Claressa Shields for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you've got potentially down the line, they were talking about it today because Claressa Shields and Eddie Hearn were at it on Twitter today.
Were they?
Oh yeah, they were really at it. She dropped his name in and she was calling him all sorts. And he turned around and said, look, you've only said my name because, it makes your name even bigger. And it was going backwards and forwards. And he said, I'll leave it to Savannah Marshall to beat you. So if you see that fight down the line, it's coming. Savannah Marshall versus Claressa Shields.
I'm backing Claressa Shields. I'm not saying, I don't know if it would be knockout or points or anything, but I'm sticking with Claressa Shields. I know, like, obviously, maybe I should, like, a lot of people probably think I should support Savannah Marshall. I've watched her last fight. I think she's really good. I rate her, but I'm not just going to sort of support someone just because they're British. I like Claressa Shields, and for me, I think it's Claressa Shields that'll get it. So, yeah.
And the big question I'm doing with everyone, I'll just keep it going, is Fury AJ.
Fury all the way.
Yeah.
I think Fury's style is he's unpredictable and he's smart. And I think when you're in there with someone he always comes across one step ahead. And that's what I love about him so much. And I think he'll just, I'm not slating Anthony Joshua, but I think whatever Anthony throws at him, I think Tyson will have an answer for. So I'm sticking with AJ.
With Fury?
Oh, no, yeah, with Fury. Oh, no.
We'll keep that in. We'll keep that in.
No, don't keep that in. Oh, no. I meant Fury.
You did so well, like, boosting Fury up and then went, yeah, I'll go with AJ. No.
Little plot twist.
Yeah, I like that. No one's done that there. That was really good.
Yeah.
No, as I say, it's been great having you on. I wish you all the best for the 3rd of April. And I think, the girls, all of you will go out there and, do us all proud. I think on the day, there's going to be a lot of people watching it. I'm going to put it out there and, hopefully I'm going to do like a live watch along on my channel to do like commentating of the fights and stuff like that. So it should be, a really good night, but I wish you all the best. And as I say,
thank you so much for having me on. I've really enjoyed this.
Honestly, you're more than welcome. And hopefully afterwards I can get a few of you together after your fight.
Yeah.
And I know Nicola's sorting something out. So hopefully I can grab you all afterwards and we can have a laugh afterwards. But
yeah, that'd be great.
But yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate this.
And crack on with your training.
I will. It costs me enough time as it is.
Yeah.
Press ups.
And say hi to your dad as well, won't you?
I will do.
Been a star in sorting this out, so really appreciate him. But
thank you.
Take care.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks, Angelica. So Angelica Finch. She's got a bright future ahead of her. Yeah, she's got the whole of her pro career ahead of her, and I think she's going to do really well. Great attitude, really lovely relationship with her dad. They've got it worked out already. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what she can do on the 3rd of April. Yeah, you've been watching JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Thank you.